Brett, who's your garbage person of the week?
My garbage person of the week is Pete Hegseth because his goons, Pete Hegseth's goons, accidentally invaded Mexico. That is absolutely right. Pete Hegseth has experienced nonstop embarrassments since assuming the position as Secretary of War. Hegseth, who you can see here foreshadowing the success/failure of his tenure as Defense Secretary by throwing an axe over a tiny target so that it hits an unsuspecting drummer guy on Fox's Real Clip from when he was on Fox News. We should have known he should not be in charge of anything military because he's assaulting people who are just drummer boys. Anyways, as you can see in this headline,
that's the warfighter spirit, Brett. Warfighter spirit.
Such a small target, such a huge target, and he just missed it completely. Probably drunk, according to reports. Not necessarily in that scenario, but frequently. Anyway, so Pentagon Pete's war goons accidentally invaded Mexico, as reported by the Daily Beast. As the story goes, a group of unidentified men hammered 6 signs into a beach near Playa Bagdad. Okay. In northeast Mexico, November 17th, the signs declared that the area was Department of Defense property and had been classified as a restricted area by the commander. Department of Defense, I thought it was Department of War. Here's an image of what went up on the beaches of Mexico. Restricted area, Department of Defense property has been declared, which is very confusing. The contractors hired by the Defense Department were there to plant signs on the Texas side of the border to mark National Defense Area 3. But as the Daily Beast reports, the area is roughly 12 miles south of the US-Mexico border.
Oops.
So his goons, his defense contractors, he's like, we need to set up a military area so we can basically commandeer wide swaths of the US-Mexico border. And we want to be dictatorial within and authoritarian within our own borders. These schmuckos were sent by drunk Pete across the Rio Grande into Mexico to confuse and scare the hell out of everybody. Now, this was resolved without incident once the Mexican government realized that it wasn't malicious, but rather, as is par for the course for Pete Hegseth, it was rather incompetence that was the reason this all happened. And Trump has been pretty upset with Mexico recently. For those not familiar with what's been going on, he's mad that President Sheinbaum rejected his magnanimous offer to bomb Mexico. She said no to that. She also, as many people know, was upset. Trump's mad that she called out a Trump impersonator who, like Donald Trump, feels entitled to grope women without permission. She was not upset with that. That triggered Donald Trump. And as always, as we're familiar, he's not too pleased with the color of most people's skin in Mexico, which is ironic because he cakes gallons of tinted moisturizer on his skin to mimic that exact hue. John.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, if you enjoyed the fake invasion of Mexico, I'm sure you'll love the real invasion of Mexico, which is probably coming in the next few months. I don't know, maybe he'll wait until after Venezuela or something. But yeah, no, utterly incompetent. Like I get if like you're 100 yards over the border, but 12 miles?
12 miles is so far.
How do you even do that?
All the reporting is like
miles.
All the reporting, them trying to like give themselves the benefit of the doubt. It's like, well, the Rio Grande changes. It changes. It's, because of the river. Does it change 12 miles?
Exactly. I feel like this has got to be an episode of Veep. This has to have happened on Veep. Anyway, great garbage person.